message do you hope your players will take with them after it's all over?
I guess the biggest message that I try and get across is work ethic, right? Work ethic and kind of time management skills. So being not only an athlete on the field, but a student athlete as well. Being a teacher, obviously we stress the importance of academics. Most players, in fact, no players that I've coached have made it to the NBA or the MLL, so that student piece is very important.
Agreed. All right, this is Coach Laddick, varsity head coach. First question, why do you enjoy coaching at a high school level?
Well, first of all, I absolutely love the sport of football. I was very fortunate to have coaches that pushed me and encouraged me to continue in the game. Wasn't good enough to play in college, so the next best avenue I found was coaching. It absolutely loved it.
All right. Question 2, what message do you hope your players will take with them after it's all over?
Well, there are numerous messages, right? I think the biggest thing is that to be a part of a team and to definitely be a contributing member of the team, you've got to put yourself out there. You've got to take positive risks. There are certain character traits that we expect and demand of our football players, and all those things that we're trying to teach will someday resonate with you guys.
All right. Number 3, how do you expect your players to behave and represent not only the team but the whole school?
Well, as you know, our motto a couple years ago was "Do the right thing." I think when you think about that question, if our football players envision themselves my age as almost 40-year-old men, how would they want their children to look at them when they were their age? Hopefully our players are making decisions that their kids would be proud of.
Right. How do the players impact you as a coach each year?
In a lot of different ways. Sometimes they drive me nuts, as you're a first-hand recipient of that. So I've had to kick a few people off the track before. But for the most part, it's a lot of fun. I don't feel like I'm as old as I really am sometimes, because you can actually go in and have a good time, work with the sport, work with the different implements, things like that. But it also gives you an overwhelming sense of pride.
All right, this is Miss Hammerschmidt, women's varsity basketball coach. So we have some questions for you. Number 1, why do you enjoy coaching at the high school level?
I think at the high school level it's a lot of fun because you have a lot of talented players, and you don't have players who are all interested in going and playing in college. So you're taking a lot of different skills and strengths and weaknesses, and you're really combining them to make a team effort. And you're taking players who are individuals, and you can generate a greater goal as a team.
Number 2, what message do you hope your players will take with them after it's all over?
I think at the end of the day, sports has to be fun. And I played high school basketball and I played college basketball, and when I think back, I don't remember my team's records, but I remember the memories that I made, I remember my friends that I had, so I think that's really the important part.
So, number 3, how do you expect your players to behave and represent not only the team, but the school on and off the court?
I think that for players, you always have to represent yourself in your best possible way. It doesn't matter if you get upset, if you miss a shot, if you win, if the other team, shoots an air ball. You can't, fall down to their level. So you always have to uphold the respect that you have for yourself, for your team, for your school. And I think that at the end of the day, I always remember it doesn't matter, what you do when people aren't looking, but you have to think, if this were to make the newspaper, would I be proud of it?
Definitely. How do the players impact you as a coach each year?
I think that, I always have a lot of fun getting to know my players, and I learn as much from my players as what I hopefully teach them. Whether it's skills or personalities, But every day I learn something new, and I'm always amazed by my players and how they handle situations. And, you know, as a coach, your emotions rise and fall with your team. And so you go through the same thing as them, and you really learn and grow from them.
How do you feel playing a sport in high school helps a player later in life?
You know, as I said, again, I played in high school, and it really helped me in college because I also played there, and it taught me a lot of responsibility and time management. It also teaches you how to be part of a team and make friends, and even, you know, going forward into a job. Your coach teaches you the importance of being on time and taking responsibility for your actions. When you get to college or you go to work at a job and you don't do your part, you're held accountable for that. And I think sports really helps teach teenagers those skills.
How do you feel playing a sport in high school helps a player later in life?
Yeah, sports are just kind of a way to camouflage a lot of life learning, right? So there's the ability to interact with other people from different walks of life, different beliefs and religions and races, and how to set goals and achieve goals and learn how to work and commit to a process and handle adversity. And so these are all just kind of camouflage lessons that get wrapped up into team sports, in our case football, that hopefully will serve them well beyond their years of being a student athlete when some of these situations arise later.
Number 6, do you feel coaching high school sports has helped you become a better person both at home or in general life? And in general life?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, I think every day you're learning. I'm learning something every day. So whether it's be football specific or learning from my players and or assistant coaches or Coach Laddick on how to be a better person, whether it be more patient, more empathetic, more compassionate, better teaching strategies, all of those things transcend to my family, to my friends, to the community, etc. So I think when you're a part of the program here, you're always learning, whether you're a coach or a player. I think that carries over to all the different facets of my life.
All right, number 4, how do players impact you as a coach each year?
I can't tell you how many times I've been inspired by my players. There's players that I coach, that I have coached, that I look up to, that give me inspiration to wake up every day and be a good teacher and be a good person and be a good coach. And just having the ability to interact with such awesome people is an inspiration.
Right. Number 5, how do you feel playing a sport in high school helps a player later in life?
It's hard work, and the higher level you go, I mean, varsity basketball is brutal. Practices are extremely hard.
Yeah.
And what I'm asking you to do is not necessarily fun, especially if you don't get to take all the shots, right? You gotta have a guy who's just willing to just work as hard as he can defensively and not take any shots. Do you want to volunteer to do that?
Hard
We need
job.
people to do it. So if your ability to take on a sacrifice to work as hard as you can, I mean, that's going to carry over to everything that you do in life.
All right, number 6, do you feel coaching high school sports has helped you become a better person both at home or in general life?
Without question.
All right, thank you.
Ready? Nino?
Yep.
All right, that's a blue person.
What?
All right, I can eat.
Take that, Bowen.